Probably a lot of money.
BMW. For many, three initials that stand for the ultimate in driver-oriented cars. As Munich's second most popular commodity, the cars of the Bavarian Motor Works have always shunned the flashier side of auto marketing, concentrating instead on conservative styling and sound-precise engineering, as in BMW's middle-range sports sedan, the 528e.
It violates almost every rule of thumb of what are usually known as fun-to-drive cars. It weighs 3,000 pounds, is neither ultra-sleek nor low-slung, seats up to 5 in comfort, and insists on having 4 doors with a rear-drive 2.7-liter 6-cylinder for power. Yet the BMW 528e is probably the finest combination of handling, power, and utility that money can buy. And does this car handle? Through our low-speed slalom course, a fast transit of 52 miles per hour is well documented. The 528's McPherson front and independent rear suspension performed well. Despite a fair amount of body roll and the feeling that the back end is about to come unstuck, nothing nasty happens. And the steering, a power ball type no less, is quick with gobs of road feel. Our high-speed emergency lane changing course produced similar findings. In at 55, out at 65, with little real understeer and a suspension that reacts smoothly to almost any circumstance. A fine, confidence-inspiring car. Even the Bimmer's, that's slang for BMW, even the Bimmer's turning circle of 34 feet curb to curb would be considered quite tight for a mid-size sedan. And power? A 40 to 55 mile per hour passing time of 4.4 seconds rates a grade of very quick, yet power seems to peak at low revs. In fact, BMW suggests shifting around 2,500 RPMs for your best punch, but it was almost impossible to follow that line. This car feels faster than it actually is. As evidence, a 500-foot stoplight to stoplight time of 9.5 seconds at 60 miles per hour, while good, is less than our expectations. Good little Bimmer was also echoed in the standing quarter mile. I was really surprised to find no better than 17.9 seconds and 80 miles per hour at its end. Part of our trouble might have been a very bulky 5-speed transmission. A hard-to-find second with some clutch chatter probably indicated that our well-worn press car had seen one too many road tests. As for braking power, the BMW's 4-wheel vacuum-assisted disc stopping system again excels. Halts from 30 miles per hour averaged a short 33 feet. No fade with little tendency to lock. From 55, panic stops of 125 feet, again an average, also rated short. Pedal pressure was moderate and there were no signs of rear-wheel drift, or for that matter, any negative braking traits. As driver after driver recanted, the 528's brakes are solid as a rock. The third part of our story was utility. Since critics have always called German auto design styling by Kelvinator, it should come as no surprise to find that 528 comes with clean, upright, handsome, yet maybe a little boring sheet metal. Yet on the inside, that Bavarian efficiency results in a cockpit where every dial in control is canted towards the one in command. The deeply hooded instrument cluster does have a few strange omissions. No voltmeter or oil pressure readout, but includes a nearly useless miles per gallon gauge. On the other hand, overhead is a very useful warning light panel located just above the rearview mirror. A sharp idea. You'll also find terrifically comfortable leather seats. They're harder than our bottoms are used to, but they leave you well rested after even the longest trip. As for the rest of the space, plenty of headroom greets up to 3 rear seat passengers, and the huge trunk even includes the classic BMW Touch, a lid-mounted toolkit, just in case. But hopefully you won't need it on the compact fuel-injected inline 6-cylinder, which has most normal maintenance items within easy reach. One word of warning, however, BMWs can be expensive to repair, and good knowledgeable mechanics hard to come by. And just in case you think we're avoiding the subject, you definitely can have all this efficiency efficiently. The EPA rates the 528E at 22 city, 32 miles per gallon highway. Our Motor Week test average was a highly respectable 28. It's difficult to say that any car costing $23,500 is reasonable. Yet in a world where exotics cost 6 times as much, the BMW 528E does seem fairly priced. There are no major faults with this car. It's definitely meant to be driven hard, yet is quite comfortable doing family duty. So to paraphrase BMW's own motto, the 528E does seem to be the ultimate utility driving machine.